Welcome to Carter's Retro Reviews. You know, I was thinking to myself earlier, you know when you walk past someone and they smile at you and you smile them back, I think to myself, why is it that I don't smile first? Am I a shy person? Am I not social enough? I mean, I'm not really sure if that's really the case, but I had a bit of a think about it, and I realized it's not because I'm a shy person. It's because, in my mind, whenever I smile at someone, it looks like this.
Oh, crap, that's terrifying.
We're here to see Kuthrapali, not kill Batman.
Try less teeth.
This could be perhaps the quickest review I've ever done because of the real lack of shit that hasn't been covered by hundreds of others before me. I've spent a bit of time on YouTube already looking at other reviews, and I've already accepted that this will pale compared to whatever's already out there, and that this will only appeal to those who look forward to what I've got to say about a game. I read a review about this game before I wrote mine, not as inspiration, but the bar I need to set in order to make mine a little bit different or a little bit better. This review I read went into far more detail talking about crispness of a picture or some other shit I kinda tuned out on. So, it's a Capcom game during its prime, so you know it's going to be at the very least alright. But it's much more than that. Controls are tighter than a group hug started by a kid with downies. The sound's exciting with a real sense of urgency. The graphics are excellent and the colours are bright and well suited. The characters are interesting. It has a 1 or 2 player. 2 player is a versus mode, which is kinda compulsory really in this day and age. Even by this stage back in 1996 when it came out, this was definitely a thing. Apparently it came out with an appendix mode according to Wiki, but I couldn't find it. The series this came from was called Darkstalkers. This is the second game from that series. The first one was an exclusive to the PlayStation. I was reading a story that said in order for Capcom to release this on the Saturn, they had to rename it, which is why it's not called Darkstalkers 2. So the story is Pyron, who invades Earth to add to his collection of planets that he's devoured. Enter the world's most fearsome monsters, who ironically are the last defense of mankind. Meanwhile, 2 Darkstalker hunters make their presence known and join in the fray. Donovan Bane and Psycho. Is that how you pronounce it? Maybe it's called Hindko? H-S-I-E-N-K-O are Dark Hunters who are out to hunt the other Darkstalkers in the game, hence the Japanese title, Vampire Hunter. It's not exactly a gripe or a complaint, but I found the special moves to be more integrated with the fighting. In the Street Fighter series, when you do a super move, it was emphasized more, whereas super moves are not as elaborate in this. It has its own voice, but I would have liked to see a little bit more of an emphasis on special moves. It doesn't make it any better or worse, as I could see people who would prefer this sort of style, whereas I don't. The combat style is close enough for me to enjoy, but it's distinct enough for me to have a difference of opinion on this section alone. The menus and sound are very good, but so they damn well should be for a Capcom game of this period. The characters are an interesting lot. They have their own way of attacking, which is always nice. A few of these characters have ended up in other games, like 2 other games I've already reviewed, Super Puzzle Fighter and Gem Fighter. Both excellent games, and this just fits in with those 2. I wouldn't say that it's interesting, but I still feel that Gem Fighter is a better game than this. Some of the watered down mechanics in Gem Fighter appeal to me a lot more than this game does. On 4-star difficulty, it still raked me over the coals and had its way with me using my tears as lube. But as I always say, you can't hate a game just because you suck at it. More to the point, I kept going back. Whereas with worse games, I just hated its difficulty and it put the game down. In this game, I welcomed the challenge and kept playing. All other areas of the game have to be good to draw you in and buy you into the world of the game before it can rape you with the difficulty. And this does a bang up job. Would I recommend this game? Fuck yes! One of the best fighting games for the Saturn. Easily. As always, thank you very much for watching. Click on the TV to see the last review, and click on the name underneath the television if you'd like to subscribe.